All right, so we're gonna give people some time to, if people even want to watch me talk. It still blows my mind how people listen to me talk. I never thought anyone would like to hear me talk, honestly. 15 seconds. I got a liter and a half. I'm drinking Zlatoplamen beer. And yeah, Zlatoplamen. It's about $1.50 for 1.5 liters. Well, over here in Europe, we call this a comma in the US, but over here that's like the 1.5. And let me pop this chat out, because I think last time I had a problem with this chat. Because for some reason, here we are. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing me the chat in the window, but when I do a pop out, you said finally I came early to a stream. First, hey, Mo, how's it going? Sam KR, how's it going, man? Mark Kroll, did somebody say beer? What's good? ADA, how's it going, man? Enjoy. You gave, oh, that's cool, MGF. Say it. Hey, that's cool, man. Yeah, hey, whatever works, go for it. I just came home from work. The first thing I get a notice from your live stream. I'll be drinking something else. Word up. Yeah, we just chilling. Hey, 7 Night Stands. Key. Oh, fuck. Key, I think that was you. I meant to write back. Could you send me the email about with those 3 women asking me the question? And I watched. Hey, I tell you what, I watched those videos. I watched all 3 of them. But I was like, I just like a wave of tiredness just hit me, and I was just like sleepy as fuck, and I fell asleep. So I never wrote you back. But to answer that question about those 3 girls, about the 3 women writing, why are they just writing because they just want something, or did they just make the videos because they just want something, blah blah. Like I said, there are women out there. Okay, here's the thing. Let me open this other window real fast. I'll be right back. The window over my bed. I'm still here, just opening a window. Yeah. All right. So yeah, man. Yeah. See, like the thing is, most, if not all, women know the bullshit, like the bullshit games, like they do, man. I love your breakdown of the MGTOW shorts. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do more of that because I really, because whoever that dude is, I'm guessing it's a dude. He makes some great videos. Like I for some reason, it's stumbling into my fucking YouTube feed, and I started watching. I was like, oh wow, like, this is actually, because they talk about how women bash feminism and shit like that. Like, which, I mean, you just look at the videos and look at the quality of woman who's talking bad about feminism. It's always a woman who still has some options. It's when they run out of options, that's when that feminism starts kicking in. Start to get angry. No more direct attention to these. But yeah. With those 3 girls, he like. There's always going to be a part of the pop. There's always going to be anomalies in every population, man. And my thing is this: there's always the anomalies that are for the good and for the bad. There's anomalies of people who they just don't hate on anybody else for whatever reason. There's anomalies of people who just hate no matter what. And it's the same thing with the feminism thing, or with these women who were saying, they were flat out saying like, look, this is a woman's place and this is a man's place, blah blah blah. And from the videos I seen, they look pretty legit. Now, who knows? It's Agent Richard Cooper did 2 presentations on that channel. Oh, that's cool. Yusuf Fussy. That's good. Yeah, 21 Studios. Yeah. Same with Coach Greg Adams. Oh, that's cool. Why do majority of guys in relationships act like they don't want to have sex with multiple women? Is it a front because they're scared to lose that one girl? Eddie, you should do a collab with Kevin Samuels. Mark Floyd, hey, Kevin Samuels is that dude, he is kicking ass right now. There is no chance that motherfucker's gonna do something with me. He's kicking ass. Hey, and I gotta give it to him. He's kicking ass in the fucking world right now, man. I can't. My channel is a small channel. Well, okay. Why do girls act like they don't want to have sex with multiple women? All right, I'm gonna tell you. And my girl, she's in another room cooking food right now. But I'm gonna tell you why. Because most women go through a phase where they like to play with men, right? Where they like to just see what they can get because they know they're a little cute and a guy likes them, blah, blah, blah. Most women are going to go through that phase at some point in their life, right? So when they're on the other end of that, they can't handle that cold reality that there's always going to be another woman who just likes to see what she can get. Like they can't handle that shit, man. And it drives them fucking insane. Perfect example. We went to the last time I went to Vegas, I went with the guy who was staying in my flat in Ohio. And there was this girl named, I'll tell y'all her name because she was her name was Tessa. Tessa was this girl, like her face wasn't like the prettiest, but her body was fucking great, right? So, and the friend of mine, the friend of mine stayed in my flat. I'm gonna say I feel kind of shitty saying his name, but he was staying in my flat, and he had this girlfriend, and Tessa flat out told him, like flat out, like, look, if you're tired of your girlfriend, I can make her go away. And see, when girls are in that area, they love that shit, man. They love being able to fucking just see what they can manipulate. They love that shit. So guys got to act like they don't like it because women get really fucking that shit. It's like it is what makes them tick. It's like what the fuck? That's what it is, man. It makes them fucking tick. It's that thing. Like I said, it's the equivalent is like drilling into a guy that he's gonna die one day, or drill into a guy that the world is corrupt and motherfuckers take money for doing nothing type shit. It's like that's what it is to women. Like when they figure out that another woman is just manipulating men and playing them and they headed over in their direction, it fucking drives them insane. Hey D, been loving your frequent uploads. Did you get my Patreon request? I ain't even checked that shit, man. Because here's the thing. I got my phone. I bought the phone in the US. See, and I always had this. For some reason, I always have this problem. When I buy a phone in the US and I bring it over here to Europe and put a Europe SIM card in it, like the notifications, it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's always out of order, or it's like the least important thing at the top. And it'd be like tons of that shit, like emails and shit from like shit that don't even make any sense. So I just end up deleting it because it'll just be too many. So I just got caught up with WhatsApp because WhatsApp fell way down for some reason. And I never got any of those messages. So I wrote some of the people back like, hey, like I didn't even know you wrote me in here. I ain't ever see it. MLR. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Matter of fact, yeah. And go on about the MLR. I was just telling my girl before I came out and started this live stream. There was this dude in the Prague Facebook group, right? He made a post saying how there was a guy harassing women in Prague, right? And he tried to go chase the dude down, but the dude took off and ran or some shit like that. And so here I really shouldn't have wrote anything back to it because I already know, bitches in that room, they gonna be well, thank you for being a protector. I wrote the motherfucker. I said, look, you end up getting hurt or killed for some bitch who don't care about you. These women will tell you anything they think you want to hear to watch you get your arm sawed off by some maniac to protect them. Just because these bitches in this Facebook group are saying, all these pleasant things. Oh, thank you for being our protector. Thank you for being our protector. Look, them bitches will say anything to watch you get your arm sawed off by that crazy much so they can get away. And let's be real. The only reason he's doing it, hey, I bet the girl that dude was harassed. I bet she wasn't ugly. See, he thought he was gonna get some quick pussy for being a protector. See, That's that movie shit pumping in dudes. That's that Transformers. We just gonna come sacrifice our lives for you just because you. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here, man. Look. I'm gonna come sacrifice myself for a woman just because I think she's pretty. I don't even notice this bitch don't care about my life. All right, hey, man, get ready to protect you. You better earn that protection. All right, I'm not getting ready to give it away for free. That's that feminism trickling down coming over here. Let me fuck if I see I tell everybody, look, if I ever seen a woman getting beat up by a dude, my first thought is, okay, what did, because we all equal. Don't forget that. We're all equal. My first thought is, okay, what did that woman do to that man to get that reaction out of him? All right. And both cases, most in 90% of the cases, it's not gonna be something good. Okay. Let's say that the 10% of cases good is, okay, maybe this motherfucker maybe he just is crazy and did some wild shit to a bitch he thought he could just beat up and get away. But that's 10%. Most of the time, it's usually like some shit like she stole some money from him 6 months ago and thought she can get away, and she ran off and ended up finding that motherfucker in the street and it was on type shit. Or she knew this motherfucker for real and knew he was like that and kept him around and the shit finally came out. That's 90% of those two scenarios are 90% of that shit that happens. 10% is, okay, maybe that motherfucker, he just might be crazy. He might be crazy, but is it really worth you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, what happened to being strong and independent? Strong and independent. Where are the single ladies? Where are the single ladies? When you get your ass whooped, just be where the just do that ring like Beyonce did. Where are the single ladies? Where are the single ladies? Where are the single ladies? Yeah, do what? Yeah, see that MTV shit don't work in real life. You get your ass whooped. Talking about some where to say, yeah, you strong and independent. Be strong. I am not protecting a woman. I am not protecting a woman. No, I will watch her get her ass beat and laugh like God damn. I will watch her get her ass whooped because you don't know what she did. You know how many women prey on men to just blindly save them because some shit they done seen in some Marvel movie? You know how many women, for real? Like, y'all know how many women out there prey on dumbass men that's gonna risk their life to save some woman in hopes he gonna get some pussy. And here's the kicker: the woman already knows it. She already and here's a deeper kicker. There's a lot of dudes out there. They try to convince themselves that that's not what they doing because they think if they try to convince themselves that that's not what they doing, the woman's not gonna feel like that's what they doing, and they gonna secretly sneak in and get some pussy out of it. That's the whole reason why they doing that shit, man. Like, fucking man, this fucking bitch made motherfucker trying to translate. Like, he's trying to get some pussy. That's because I bet you that woman he's trying to protect. I bet you she wasn't ugly. How much you want to bet she wasn't ugly? He ain't doing that for some 75-year-old bitch. He doing that for some little 25-year-old bitch. That's what he out there sacrificing his life for. Have you seen the Bill Cosby dance after court? No, I ain't even. I caught wind that he was getting out. Well, hold on. Female dating coaches or advice seem a bit off to me. Yeah. They love Thor. Yeah, man. Yeah, they love Thor. AD, you're the only Patreon content creator that I've ever and will ever subscribe. Thanks, Mountain Lord. I appreciate it, man. I guess yeah. Hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. I will be a video vigilante if I see a woman in a fight with a video vigilante. You would pull out that phone real quick and record that shit. I will never. Bill Cosby back to giving out pudding pops. Oh, he got out? I didn't know that. I heard he had rejected sexual counseling or some shit like that, but it was probably an old article, man, because I'm real bad with news and shit. Motherfuckers got to send me something before I know what happened, because I don't really. I'm just like, because I don't. My TV it's just a smart TV. This is right. I just got a little smart TV, right? It looks small in the camera, but it's like a it's I don't think it's quite 60. It's like a 50-something inch. And I just watch YouTube and Netflix and maybe like Amazon Prime Video or something like that. Hey, oh man, I was gonna make a video earlier today too. I was watching, it was called No-Go Zones in Detroit. So if y'all want to watch that, so you know what I'm talking about, like it's like an hour long, but I was gonna make a video because they was talking about prostitutes out there, right? And there was this fat black bitch on there talking about something. Like trying to hype up everybody. See, this is what they do. This is what worthless bitches do, man. They try to hype up their value, right? So she was on camera. Talking to the motherfucker interviewing her, and she's like, "Yeah, you feel me?" And this, see, not like this is the shit. Like you gotta pay it. See, you have to pay attention and mark keywords and shit that they say. This hoe said, and I'm not making go. It's called no-go zones, like Detroit or some shit, like because they got no-go zones in like parts of Africa and UK and shit like that. For some reason, this particular documentary focused on no-go zones and on 7 Mile Road in Detroit. And this fat black bitch was talking about, I make $2,000 a day. I make my money. And I'm so not, and man, she's fat, fucked up. I'm talking like American woman fat, not European woman fat, but like American woman. And she was like 24. And I'm so not joking. Like literally 10 minutes later, when they went back to her little segment, she's struggling to pay her rent. She's struggling to pay her bills and all this shit. Oh, and she just told you, motherfucker, she was making $2,000. So think about it. If she just told you, motherfucker, she was making $2,000 a day, tricking. Okay, do the math. MAF. That means the rent in especially Detroit, the rent ain't nothing but $500, some shit like that. She making $2,000. She three nights a month. She set. Crack ain't cheap. Check out the Netflix series Sex Life. It's very insight to the psyche of a woman. Where I'll check that out. Do the math. Yeah. Yeah. I'm only staying here about an hour, man, because we wait on some food. I'm waiting. She and they're cooking now, and the food should be ready, man, in about 40 minutes. Here, you high word. That's cool. How's the quality of women where you live at? Oh, see the thing about Mr. Sancho. I'm gonna say Mr. Sancho. And I made so for those of you who don't know who are in Czech Republic, some like two big things, for the country, two big crimes just happened, right? So one, actually, I'm supposed to go down there and help them out with that tornado too. I forgot about that. Well, there was a big tornado that happened about a week and a half ago. That's one, because the Czech Republic's never had a tornado. So these motherfuckers are like mind blown down there, like because everything's destroyed, right? They ain't never seen that type of destruction as far as I know. I could be wrong, but they never seen that destruction in the country. But the big thing that happened was first this Roma dude, the police killed this Roma dude just like they killed George Floyd, right? They fucking choked him out on the street. Put their knee on his neck, same like they motherfucking like got a tutorial from the motherfuckers that killed George Floyd. Like they went and Googled how to kill some brown motherfuckers, and then went and did the same shit on the street. Like it was like the same shit. They put with the knee on the neck. Like these motherfuckers got a tutorial like how to kill these motherfuckers, like how to kill these motherfuckers.com. That's where they went to, like, and found that shit. But anyway, and they killed him. Lil Roma dude. He was high on drugs, fucked up, right? Yelling some shit like that. And they killed him. And so motherfuckers start running around talking about Roma lives matter, right? And of course, and here's the thing. This is what I see like with motherfuckers in Europe. Europe has this thing where they boast that they're not racist and shit. Until you talk about them Romas. See, them Romas, that's the trigger for these motherfuckers here. Like, but I'll be honest with you, with the Romas that I see in public, Like them motherfuckers, they move on their own wavelength. Like I get it. Like I see why, and I see how they treat like the white people here. Like them motherfuckers move on their own. Okay, Roma. Okay, I don't want to have to say it, man, but like this is just for lack of. It's just for the context scenario. If you call them by what the world knows them by, it's like calling them the N word for real, right? So I don't like to call them that. But since most of the people I talk to are in the U.S., you don't. When I say the Roma, you don't know who I'm talking about. So when I say the Roma, I'm only gonna say it one time, man, because I know what it's like for them. Because I was friends with some of them when I lived in Chescalipa. The Roma, okay, the world knows them as gypsies, right? So when you say the word gypsy, everybody, when in Europe, yeah, when you in Europe, oh, gypsy, yeah, it's a gypsy. Like they say that shit just like in the 50s when motherfuckers was calling black people the N-word. Like, yeah, it's, you know what I'm saying? It was normal there. But here it's still normal to call them that, although it's like calling them the N-word for real. So like, for example, like I could get away with, as a matter of fact, the gypsy family that lived next door, when I talked to them, they flat out told me like, yeah, I'm what they said, I'm gypsy, because they don't pronounce the the gypsy. They say g. They do that j for the G letter. So they say, yeah, we're gypsy. But if a white person came over there, they don't talk like that. So like what we had in common was our brown skin. So like we kind of had, a somewhat connection. They were always nice to me. I never had a problem with them. But the white people in Europe, oh yeah, y'all gonna have problems with them motherfuckers. Because something happened with y'all, it was y'all history, and them motherfuckers, something happened. All right. But oh shit, hold on, let me catch up on these comments. Guaranteed. No, it's not gonna be a 3 hours. No, I'm at 20 minutes now. It's not gonna be, because she's in the kitchen cooking right now. And I can smell it. I'm getting hungry. I can smell the food cooking. It ain't gonna be a 3 hour stream night. She cooking some chicken and some mashed potatoes. If a woman makes $5K a month, she's gonna get a flat for $5K a month. Oh, if a woman, yeah, generally speaking, yeah, on average. If you, yeah, drinking beer out of a chill glass. No, it looks chill, but it's not. It's just a design. Like it's like that faux chilled shit. It's not a chill glass for real, man. I wish I could be that gangster and say it is, but it's really not. It's how the glass is made. It looks like it, because it kind of wears off a little bit and it comes back. I don't know. Drinking beer. You drinking? Oh, Eugene the philosopher. You drinking beer? I never heard that game. You playing Heroes of the Storm? I made the video because I was going to go out, but it rained all day here in Prague, man. It rained like it's not here. It's not raining now, but it was raining all day here in Prague. I'll show y'all outside right now. It was raining all day. It looks beautiful outside now, but it was raining all day out here earlier. Like literally from when I woke up till I walked down to the store and got a beer. And it wasn't raining in, but it was like, now it looks nice outside. It looks beautiful. You can never feel the view from the camera, man. It looks much better in person on camera. But yeah, it's not raining anymore now. It looks beautiful outside, and it's like it's a little cold, but not too cold. It's good. I never heard Heroes of the Storm. Like I said, I was playing chess all day. I usually play Gran Turismo online. I just do, some days you just don't be on it, and I just wasn't on today. AD, do you ever check your Discord? I'm really bad at it. Can't even lie. Be logically fallacious. Can't even lie. I'm bad at that shit. I'm bad at checking shit, man. I really do trying to watch this in the gym, but the connection sucks. Damn. Frosted glass. Yeah. Funny you're talking about the Romans. They're kicking them out of this camp by my home. Damn. You don't know, that's crazy. Hey, I'll be real with you, man. Like I get why, see, that's where I'm just in this weird spot in life, man, because like I get a lot of the white collar shit, but I also get a lot of the blue collar shit. For those of you in the US, you know what I mean. But here in Europe, white collar, I don't know if it's the same saying over here, but white collar usually means, like working at a desk. I go to work, I don't get dirty. I'm going to work clean and I am coming home clean. I get that world, but I also grew up in the blue collar world too. Because my mom was white collar and my dad was blue collar. So I have both of those in me. So I get, and on top of that, I used to, okay, for those of you in Ohio, if anybody's watching who's in Ohio, I used to go to a summer camp called I just forgot that. I just had the name. Helen Hogue used to run it, but I can't remember the name of it. I used to go to a summer camp down in Over the Rhine, back when Over the Rhine was shit. Not that Over the Rhine that's nice now. Over the Rhine is like, from my memories as a kid, Over the Rhine was so nasty, I wouldn't go back after they built it up. And my friends would say, no, come on, we gotta go to Over the Rhine. I'm like, I ain't going Over the Rhine. I ain't doing that. And motherfuckers like, yeah, we got it. And they got a streetcar down there now. Shit's built up. I walk past the camp I used to go to every summer, and it's built up, man. I grew up unemployment collar. Word, that's gangster. You from Columbus, NB? Yeah, but I don't know much about Columbus. I've been to Columbus a few times. I've seen Cosi a few times. You gonna see Ohio State a little bit. A friend of mine went to Ohio State, actually, the one who's a nurse now. Let me see. Are women less masculine in your place? Yeah. That's that American shit. That masculine. But me and my girl, we have conversations about that shit, man. We have conversations about how women forget how to be women and shit. Like, it's slow. That shit is slowly trickling on it. I don't even want to say it's really feminism, but that Instagram shit is slowly starting to trickle in and infect motherfuckers. Like, not just women, the men too. It's infecting everybody. It's infecting men to be more feminized it's infecting men to be more feminized because men are going to do whatever they think they got to do to get a woman. And usually, like I said, with most other things, if you just become that, you can get it, right? But with women, it's a whole opposite. You got to be the opposite of what they are to get it. And a lot of guys got to learn. It takes a long time for a lot of guys to learn that shit. You ever been to Pennsylvania? Well, I drove through Pennsylvania. Mark Kroll. Hey, Crunchy Candy. How's it going, man? I've driven through Pennsylvania to go to New York. And those Himalayan mountains ain't no fucking joke. I fucking hated that. I hated every second of driving through Pennsylvania so much that I told my dad I would never drive to New York City again unless it was an emergency. Because you were like, from what I remember, all I remember was either constantly going uphill on the side of a mountain, hanging off that shit, or going downhill on the side of the mountain. And I remember the only thoughts I would ever have is a motherfucker could fall off the side of the mountain and police wouldn't care because they ain't gonna risk that shit. They ain't gonna risk that because that is death. DEF. If you fall off that mountain, that is death. All right. And the police officer will watch you. Oh, that's death. I didn't see that. Officer, did you see that motherfucker fall off? Nope. Didn't see anything. That motherfucker will drive off on you. All right. Fuck that shit. I will never drive through Pennsylvania again. I did that shit twice. Well, on two separate occasions. I went to New York City. I never told y'all this story. But y'all remember that? Y'all remember when that ABDC? No. The Jabberwockies. Y'all remember for those older people in the States? Y'all remember Jabberwockies, that dance group that had that, and they all wore that white mask? Well, back when the Jabberwockies had first started, I was friends with some friends who danced, right? And this was how I first went to New York City. Because I was friends with a group of people who danced. And they had auditioned. They was doing all time, and they said, "Oh, we got a spot in New York City," and I just happened to be there. And they said, "Hey, my name's Wendell." Say, "Hey, Wendell, you want to come with us to New York City?" You know what I'm saying? So I said, "Okay, yeah, cool. I'll ride with y'all." So we roll in a van. all the way in New York. We rode in this piece of shit van because we was young, man. That's what you do when you young. You were riding a piece of shit for 1,500 miles because you young and dumb. You don't know. So that's what we did. We rode in this piece of shit van from Cincinnati, Ohio to New York City. Hey, and for real, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We stayed on Long Island. Because I want to say it was the yellow line. It's been so long now, I might have it wrong. Because we used to have to walk up the street and catch the yellow line and go back into Times Square. But they practice in this beautiful studio, man. Beautiful studio in Times Square. It like legit, like in Times Square, like on a high ass floor, all that shit, man. And they auditioned. They didn't make. I don't think they made the show. I think something else happened. And they didn't make the show. But that was when Jabberwockies took off. It was called America's Best Dance Crew, ABDC. Yeah, ABDC, America's Best Dance. That's what it was. I wonder what happened to Jabberwockies, because Jabberwockies was killing it for some years. Hero Storms, a MOBA. Okay, I didn't know that. I haven't heard of that. Okay, but that's not saying I don't hear a lot of shit, man. Matches usually last 20 minutes, but they're also competitive side of tournaments and stuff. That's cool. I'm the captain of the team. Damn, that's cool, man. Eugene the Philosopher, that's real cool. Hey, Claudius. Claudius on I'm behind on the comments. So ABC123, yo AD. The guy named Cameron on Discord is me. What do you think of the article I sent you? Hold on, let me go get my phone real fast. Shit. Oh, okay. Oh, it's okay. It says UK politicians suggest 6 p.m. curfew for men. For men, a 6 p.m. curfew for men. See, when it comes to politics, man, I didn't read. I wrote, I'll check it out. I didn't even read it, man. I'll be honest with you. I didn't read that shit. But but my honest opinion is this. Once you get in the politics, motherfuckers will say anything. When you get into politics, people will do and say anything to get to get their name generating some clicks and some views. They will do anything, man. Now that does fit the narrative of the red pill shit. I give you that. But when it gets to politics, man, see, that's why I don't like politics, because my uncle was heavy into that shit. My uncle was I was heavy into that shit when I was in college, and I seen what they'll say and do behind closed doors. They will literally say, look, their goal is to get you to say their name, is to get you to see them. That is their entire goal. That's it, man. The Jabberwockies are fired? Oh, word, they still are. Okay, I thought that was a long time ago. That was back when that was probably about 10 years ago. I know they was still fired. I thought they would have died off by now, because well, I don't know. There's always, areas for everybody, dance groups and shit like that. Good to see you, AD. I'd say you're the most underrated Red Pill channel because you keep it real as a motherfucker, whether it's regarding yourself or anyone else. Thanks. Thanks a lot. The pimped out platypus. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Define young. Opinion. I don't know if that was direct towards me or not. Wait. 20. Oh, okay. I see. You had a 20 and a question mark. Okay, so yeah, yay fan. Young, I would say young would be between the ages of like 17 to like 20. At that, I say it starts at 17. It depends on the girl you talking to. Because like I say in other videos, girls are either getting offers or they get started around 13, 14. And it depends on how that woman kind of grows, mentally. And if she's TV, was that? Yeah, that was a TV. It depends on how she's gonna grow for real. So young, but I think ultimately the cutoff is right around 23, 20. I say around 24. That's 23-ish, 24. It depends on the girl. It depends on the woman. My opinion on religion. Andrew Summer asks, opinion On religion. Well, that's a deep question. I gotta pee. I wish I had like a segment that broke off and gave you guys something to watch after I go pee. But just do this. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. I've been drinking beer. This fan on, baby. That's another thing. Europe, y'all motherfuckers gotta get on some AC. Now that should be expensive, man. To put AC in a place in a building that don't got no AC. Yo, AD, you watch anime? Not. I used to when I was younger. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I can accept that there's so many great animes that it's really hard to find one that I could stick with without, veering off the path and then you get distracted and I'll never finish the one that I started with. Because the anime, man, them motherfuckers do excellent jobs, man, for real. Them anime motherfuckers, they do great fucking work, man. Like with the storytelling and how that shit. Oh, is anybody watching Loki? I watched episode 4 today. That shit is getting heavy, son. Episode 3 was pretty much a waste of fucking time. But episode 4, that shit got heavy as fuck. Like I can't wait till episode 5 come out. Opinion on religion. Oh yeah, back to this. Andrew Summer. Opinion on religion. As far as religion goes, I think everybody needs something to work towards. Like they need to feel like they're not good enough, or they need to feel like there's something. People essentially want that parental guidance. I think that's just a common thing in humans. Like everybody at some point is going to crave that that they want that parental guidance. That's my opinion on it, man. On religion as a whole. Now, if you ask me about my opinion on God or something like that, that's a whole different thing. But on religions on a whole, people need that. Generally, they're going to crave that parental guidance. And it just fills that hole for a lot of people. Fills that, void. Andre Milford says, any advice for a 17-year-old that wants to travel the world in the future? I don't want to say don't think, just do it. I would not think and just do it, but I wouldn't recommend that. For a 17-year-old who wants to travel the world, man, I would say this. So I'm guessing you already got the money to do it, or you probably come from a family, you probably got connections that you can do it. The advice I have for you, man, is to do it. That's my advice. You got to do it, man. Do it. And you, Andre, you're going to learn so much from doing that shit. And like, pay attention, like people watch, pay attention. Like I said, okay. When you do it, don't just focus on the perfect and the nice and, and only staying in tourism areas, shit like that. Like go out there, where tourism ain't at. And pay attention to those people and watch those people and spend time out there. Learn. Because see, when you do that, what I found was when I did that, that's when I was able to look at motherfuckers and say, oh, wow, that's what I was, in Ohio. And I wouldn't have seen it before. Like, I just wouldn't have seen it. But when you see somebody else go through it, that's like, oh, like when you watch a movie, you see other motherfuckers go through, you're like, oh yeah, all they got to do is do this. But but before you get that insight, you're so stuck in yourself, you can't see it. I won't say you can't see it, but it's much harder to see it because you're working with 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 your current knowledge of the popular people at work and the popular people at school and the popular, so you still fighting all that shit. But when you get out in that world and you start watching motherfuckers, and it's easier to see what, where everybody fits in when you're not from there. It's easier to see like how everybody's fitting in, what everybody's position in the game is. It's easier to see it where you're not, especially if you don't speak the language. Because I think I was listening to something a few days ago, and it said, like 70 to 80% of language is spoken through body language, which is, I think is real shit, man. That body, like you can pick up, you'll get a much deeper insight by watching other humans who don't speak the same language as you, and just watch how they move. Watch where they're going to go. Watch what they're going to come back to you and say. Watch, just watch the consistencies. And that helps out a lot. You gonna upload this? Yeah, I'm gonna put it on Patreon. Fine Divine. Alexander Wallace. Any pointers on having multiple girlfriends? Just Alexander Wallace. Just be you with it. Like, don't. I would say, okay, don't. Well, fuck, man, because this is strictly into relationship advice, and every relationship is different. Alexander, that every relationship is completely different, man. And I never tried to sell myself as a relationship expert. I can speak in generalities, but you never know how that one woman is gonna take it. She'll take it completely differently with the intricacies. She'll take it differently. I'm way behind. What's up, AD? I subscribed to your channel a few weeks ago, so I'm a new fan here. Your content is funny as fuck. Thanks, Eternal. I'm way behind on comments. I'm way behind. AD with the real thoughts. AK Pastor Wendell. Oh, this is Key himself. Oh, Key. So the other Key must have been, okay, so Key himself, man. Okay, so maybe you didn't hear the rant I said earlier. I'm going to answer. ABC went through. I'm going to answer that too. What's your favorite philosopher? I'm going to answer that. Key. So Key himself, I seen the email you sent me. But I watched all 3 videos, but I got so tired. I was just out after that. I just fell asleep, man. But I watched the videos to answer the question. There are some anomalies, though. The ones you should, because I seen the one woman before, the one with the short hair, I think, with the one with the short hair, the second one. I've seen her, but I've seen her years ago before. There are anomalies. And there are some women who just genuinely know what it is, and they just ain't playing that shit. And usually these women, you don't really hear, you don't see, see, this is what I say so many times, man. When a woman is happy with herself and she's happy with what she has, she's not screaming. You ain't gonna see her on YouTube. It's very rare. So you're gonna have to get those anomalies. See, women who are off successful being women, you ain't gonna know they ain't on online dating. They ain't screaming on YouTube. They ain't, I'm the queen bee. They ain't doing all that silly shit. When women are fucking succeeding as women, they gonna be off somewhere doing their thing as women. They ain't on YouTube and Instagram like that, and Facebook and all. They ain't doing that. If she's succeeding as a woman, she ain't on there. Every woman that I know who was succeeding as a woman, she ain't barely, you can't find her on Facebook or Instagram. She has the profile, but she ain't updated shit. She don't go on it. Never. Every woman I know, like friends of mine, wives and shit like that, they don't go on that shit. The only time they start going on it is once they realize, okay, once she's tired of the dude and she has to start screaming, I'm so happy I got this man kind of thing. Usually that's when that happens. But when woman is happy being a woman, she ain't on Facebook and all that shit. She don't do that. So okay, back to the original topic is you got to find so those anomalies, there every now and then you'll find an anomaly who make a YouTube channel and start saying some real shit. There are not, for whatever the reason, there'll be anomalies. And those women, they generally, I say for the most part, they sound like anomalies. You're not going to find a lot of them, and they're not going to be the greatest quality channel, shit like that. Because like I said, when a woman is succeeding as a woman, she ain't got no time to figure out to make her YouTube channel look perfect with the perfect camera and perfect. See, Them bitches are fucked up. There's this one girl I follow just because I like to laugh at her, and I watch some of her videos. She's from a country called like Aljaban or some shit like that. And one video, and she says it's like classy videos. She sells like classy videos on YouTube. And of course, it's what bitches do. Bitches always fucking, they want to see classy shit. So they gonna click on it because she's this little, basic typical European woman that's in classy shit. So they gonna click, she gonna get 50,000 views just because she's sitting there in a fucking picture. And but she ain't got no man. You know what I'm saying? She can't keep no man. But you know what she can keep? That new iPhone. You know why she's keeping that new iPhone? Because she's trying to get that man who can afford that new iPhone. She never grew out of chasing. She never grew out of that shit. That's sad. That's rough, man, to be a woman and get stuck in that. That's rough. Well, my thoughts, my favorite philosopher, the last philosopher I was reading was Nietzsche. I always pronounce it wrong, was Nietzsche. But I did like a lot of his I remember is I liked a lot of his perspectives, but he did turn a bit into a cynic, a severe cynic at the end, which is probably essentially what I am too. But motherfuckers usually don't like what they are, except Loki. If you watch the new episode of Loki, which they tried to pull that love story shit again, but it fits Loki, right? So for those of you who ain't watched Loki yet, I'm not gonna spoil that shit, but it does fit. It fits Loki. When they explained it, it made sense. I'm not mad about it. But the little love story shit, yeah. But my favorite philosopher, I used to say a while back, man, Alan Watts. Alan Watts was the one who pretty much stayed consistent throughout his whole life. Because I had his books in the States too. I had his books. The only thing I didn't like about Alan Watts is he would almost put, well, no, he did. He put Asian philosophies on a pedestal above everybody else. That's the only thing I didn't care for from Alan Watts. But everything else, you can type in Alan Watts YouTube clip and you'll find people made these little music videos that go along with his voice and all types of shit. He said some real shit. But the only thing I didn't like about Alan Watts, like I said, was that he had this. He was alpha widowed by Asian culture. I get that vibe from him. He had been alpha widowed by that shit to the point where if he ever and the reason I say this is because my philosophy is this, which is most educated people's philosophy. If you can say something good about something, then you have to say something equally as bad about it to be fully educated. And I'm not saying not to say something bad just to be hateful about it, but there can't be good without bad. So true, legit educated motherfuckers can say something good, say something bad about a topic that they know about, that they read about, they know about, blah blah. And Alan Watts, he never really he always kind of put Asian philosophy on an immediate pedestal without question, and that it just didn't rub me right. It never did. You're not getting fat after beer. No, I am, man. But I'm turning 35, man. So I look I still got the six. I don't know if you can see it, but I still got the six pack when I stand up. I still got all that shit. I don't know if y'all can see that. But when I sit down, I'm noticing I got that flab shit, man. I'm like, man, where the fuck did this shit come from? It's not a lot, but it's enough for me to see it. But when I stand up, I got the whole motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? It don't look bad. It's solid. You know what I'm saying? It's solid. But when I sit down, that shit, I see that shit piling up. I'm like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck? Fix that shit. Jonathan Marcel Jonathan, I remember you. Somebody, I have a question. Is it harder to be a man today than the past? And so why? Well, because feminism is slowly beating down men. Okay, feminism on top of men being born into single mother households is beating down men to the point where it's just beating the men down. Never again. 35 years old. They're 35 years old. Damn young man. Young man, my first daughter is 41. I'm 60. Word. Hey, hey, hey. I was gonna say we both old motherfuckers, but you older than me. I can't even say we both old. I'm young to you. All right, you 60 never. Oh yeah, Carlito's way. Yeah, definitely, man. I don't do that age discrimination shit. No, I don't do that, man. I would have a beer with anybody and laugh my ass off the whole night. I don't do that. I don't do that whole you got to be a certain age and all that silly shit. 35, you don't work out much or eat strict. No, okay. Okay, I'll be honest with you, Key himself. I do like my dad thinks I eat like junk food a lot. I really don't. When I was a kid, I did, but after I got older, here's the thing, because my girl knows I love Kentucky Fried Chicken. I love. Well, I say Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't eat McDonald's over here in Europe, and I tell you, the reason why I don't eat McDonald's over here in Europe is because I feel like the people. Okay, let's set an example. You know, in the US, how in the US motherfuckers freak out over a foreign car, right? If it's a BMW or it's a Mercedes, motherfuckers like, oh, that motherfucker drives a BMW, he drives a Mercedes, he drives some foreign shit. McDonald's almost has it's almost kind of the same shit over here, right? Where it's like McDonald's, even though McDonald's isn't super expensive, but it's kind of looked at as it's the it thing to do because Americans do it, right? But they got the whole wrong perspective on it. Like bitches that eat at McDonald's in the US, they eat at McDonald's. Bitches in America eat at McDonald's because they will literally burn water. All right. Now the bitches here know how to cook. All right. And that's the miscommunication. But Americans do it, and it's in the movies, and it's got the bright. You know, you want to sell anything to women, just put bright colors on it. If you want to sell anything to a woman, just put bright yellow, bright red, bright purple, and they'll buy it. They don't care. Oh, it's bright purple. I want it. They don't care, so they'll buy it. But see, the thing is here. See, these girls grew up with home cooked meals, so they know what real food tastes like. Where in the US, see, them girls, they don't know what real food. Them women in the US were raised on stovetop stuffing. They were raised on fucking Kraft macaroni and cheese from the box. Mix a little milk in, stir it up, and boil it. And then you got macaroni. See, they was raised on shit that came out of box, man. So like the women in America, they don't know what real food tastes like. See, and that this is where I get so confused because the women here, they know what real food tastes like, but they still end up kind of going out at McDonald's. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I didn't grow up here. I don't get it for real. It's just it's confusing to me why they do it because I don't eat McDonald's. Me and my girl, we stopped. This is in coronavirus when I first came back. We both stopped at McDonald's one time. That was the only time I know she can hear me. That was the one time we ever ate McDonald's. Was she ever seen me eat McDonald's? Because we just happened to be at, for those of you in Czech Republic, we happened to be at Novi Smíchov, that central, the mall down there, and there's a McDonald's right out there. And it was fast, and that was the only, she never seen me eat McDonald's. That was the only time she seen me eat that shit. I don't touch that shit. Alpha. Oh, Trent Davis. Hey, I tell you what, man. Beer and whiskey is junk food. Yeah. Beer and whiskey. Yeah, Key himself. You're right. Beer and whiskey is junk food. So, but most of my diet is usually fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and like the meats y'all see me eat with the raw meats or the salami or some shit like that. Which salami is technically, I guess that can be classified as junk food. I every now and then I go on a bender of eating like, chocolate or cake or some shit like that, but it doesn't last. Like my girl will tell you, like I usually don't. Most of my diet will go around, legit like shit that came out the ground type of shit, directly out the ground. Oh, Trent, I want to talk about that about the Alpha Widow because I came across a girl who I told my girl about. I used to work with her, And beautiful girl, man. This was one of the times. This was one of the times where I really seen like how desperate men get for pussy. Right? This girl's beautiful, right? And guys tried all day, every day, coming in to holler at her, right? And she wasn't on it. You want to know why? Because we were in Ohio at the time. And she was dating this dude from Argentina. And this is before I'd ever been to Argentina. She was dating this dude from Argentina. He came up, to the States for where I don't know how he ended up managed to come up here. And she was dating him. He was a cool dude. Because like I said, because I was dating a girl who worked at the reception. I took her from her boyfriend, and I told y'all about that in the last video. The girl I took from her boyfriend, she worked at reception. So she had moved. She was living with me by the time I ended up working. We called her Cinnamon. By the time I was working with Cinnamon, so and all day, every day, it was so pathetic watching every guy thinking just trying to shoot his shot at her all day, every day, all day. Every day, all day, every day, all day, every day, all day. See how bored you get my voice just saying it that 4 times? Imagine seeing that shit all day, every day, right? And she was dating this dude from Argentina. So I already knew, like, look, she ain't getting ready to mess with no little dude. Some little 19-year-old dude stuck in his home state. She messing with that foreign motherfucker. She ain't touching him. But you can't tell the dude that because I'm not trying to give him no L. Yeah, I gotta let her give him the L. So that all there. But you know what? And this is real funny that this conversation came up earlier today. I stumbled on her Facebook page because somebody came up in my feed saying, you should be friends with this motherfucker. And it was an Argentinian flag, that light blue and white shit. Because I remember it from the airport. And I seen it, and it was one of her friends. She's still friends with these motherfuckers. That motherfucker broke up with her about 8 years ago. She still got flags and shit all on her fucking Facebook. Like, you ain't got no ties to Argentina, bitch. Why you still got this shit? She got alpha widowed. And here's the thing. She got a new dude. And that dude don't even know. He don't even know. He just wants some pussy or something. He don't even know. She got Argentinian flags all on her shit. Still, 8 years later, fam. 8 years later, because as soon as I seen the flag, I was like, this is an Argentinian flag. Who am I friends with? Maybe it's somebody I know in Argentina. And no, it was her. She was a mutual friend. Like, what? And I went on her page, and it's got an Argentinian flag. I'm like, dog, the new dude, you can't be that stupid. You cannot be that stupid to see that. Because he one of them little light-skinned mocha latte motherfuckers, right? He one of them. One of mocha lattes. And the only reason she went with him is because he reminds her of the first dude. He one of mocha lattes. Like, bro, oh my God, are you serious? Eddie, did you ever catch one-nighters for real, or did you dodge it? Oh, every guy does at some point, man. Every guy does. I did. You see, here's the thing. I fuck up so much so often. I just tune it out when I fuck up at this point. But I gotta think, man. Legit one-nighters. Cause see, I was on that red pill shit. I was like, my soul was on that red pill shit, but I just felt like I had to be blue pill because that's what America is. Is it that bad in America? Oh, yay, family. Oh, yeah, it's bad in America. If you ain't in America, don't go there. Victor Silva, do the math. Yeah, yay, family. Don't fuck with that American shit. I be trying to tell people here, man, America, that's a whole nother level of pathetic. When it comes to dudes trying to get girls, that's a whole nother level of pathetic. Sweet Anita. Oh, yeah, that's Sweet Anita girl. She is hustling her little 19-year-old pussy off on fucking Twitch. Is she still on Twitch? She is getting shit. But see, here's the thing. This is the funny part. Is They know exactly what they doing, but the guys don't. The guys don't pick up on it. She knows. They know exactly the games. They like, look. I told my girl, she in there cooking right now. I told her we was on a tram. I said, look, every woman on this tram knows at least 3 guys who are waiting to get a shot of her pussy. I don't care how ugly she is, how fat she is, anything. I don't care. Every woman you see, think about that. Every woman you see has some guy trying to get at her pussy. And the woman ain't see when it comes to interpersonal shit, women are far ahead of men, much more ahead of men. She knew what you was doing when you walked in that room. All right. She already knew. She knew. You ain't sneaking nothing in. All right. She knew. Attacking a woman for sex is like attacking your parent for some extra lunch money. That parent knew what you was doing when you walked in the room, all right? Because they had so much more experience before you knew you had breath. All right, they know what you're doing. Wendell, do you really deep down below? Do you think money can't equal happiness? Okay. Well, I think money will equal temporary happiness for sure, but it be the moments when you really sit down and you really think about what it is that you're going to be comfortable with, rain or shine. And a lot of time, like you can only eat so much expensive food. You know what I'm saying? You can only sit in a so much expensive chair. And like I said, man, like you can only fuck so many, models at that point. And after that, you gonna like once you fuck so many, you'll get tired of it, just like anything else. I mean, not I'm not saying tired. Okay, you don't get tired of fucking a woman just because she's a model. You don't get tired of that. All right. Now, women, they never get over that. Women, they always worried about they weight and all that shit like that. But as a man, for real, like no matter what you fuck, you are gonna grow to get tired of woman's body simply for woman's body. You're gonna get tired of it. So you gotta find like, and that's the next level of enlightenment. You have to find after that what is your proper balance. Because I tell you what, man, when I lived in Chescalipa, I really experimented with this, right? So because I was experimenting with sadness and waking up in a bad mood and like a slight depression, shit like that. I was working through it, and so I had an experiment to myself. I said I'm not going to talk to anybody for 30 days, and all I'm going to do is just sit in this place. I'll go to the store buy some food, but to walk straight home and just go to sleep and wake up by myself, right? Because I thought depression was coming from the outside. I thought like sadness and all this shit would come from the outside. Like, no, what I found was when you do that, it's okay. Your body, like your body is built to go through sadness, and it will bring it on whether you have it, your body doesn't care. So it doesn't really come from, I mean, some of it can come from the outside, but at the core, like your body will just do it. So some days you will, like, if you do that experiment yourself, you'll see like some days you just wake up in a good mood and like you're going to go through the ups and downs. Like your body is something like with the human body, you have to do it. Like you can't fight this shit. Like your body is just going, your brain is going to take over and say, well, I'm depressed now. And then it's going to be like, oh, well, I'm in a good mood now. Or like you can't fight, like, because I really thought it was from the outside, man. Like I remember then, I really thought it was from outside shit and asshole people and all this shit like that. Because I was living in a village where nobody spoke English. Very few people spoke English out there, so it was just me. And yeah, man. Wait, I'm way behind. Fuck. Russian girls are your thing. On Nazi, hey, Russian girls are. If you, I tell you what, you can find one to speak English, and you gonna be good because she gonna want you to speak English. More so because English is a sign. Okay, you gotta remember to the Russian girl, English is gonna be foreign to her. So that's gonna give you a step up. Oh, back to Key himself. Money in the long run, no. Money does not equal happiness. In the long run, no. In the short run, yeah. It's a money and happiness is like heroin and happiness. In the short run, yeah, you're gonna be happy as fuck. But in the long run, you always like you gonna see the reality, just like anything else. You're gonna see the reality in it. And you might, you more times than not, the money, even the most, like Warren Buffett, he said, the most important lessons he learned and the more important things in life was usually when he lost money, not when he just happened to end up, motherfuckers end up in the, they get lucky, whatever the fuck, they get a lot of money. So he's in that position. But he was very open about it in one interview. He said the best lessons and the best things he learned was when he actually lost money. Tips to survive Marine Corps boot camp. Oh, Kirukato X. Tips to survive Marine Corps boot camp. I tell you this. Don't look for validation. All right. That was one mistake that I made that I didn't even realize I was making. Okay, let me tell you. No matter what you do, it's not going to be good enough. They're going to treat you like shit. If they tell you to do something and you do the perfect job, then they'll just come and destroy it. All right. Because what their job is, okay, in Marine Corps boot camp, their job is to strip you of looking for validation. And to make you and to have you focus on doing what you do because that's what you were supposed to do. Don't look for validation. That was the biggest heartbreak that I found in it. Was like, damn, you asked me to do it and I did it, and you said I ain't do a good job. But you know what though? Now on the flip side, when I was getting kicked out, you know what was crazy? I remember somebody said please to me. And when they said please to me, he said please. And I said at the time, I still remember that. When he said please to me, at that moment, I understood what women see in these little, in these small polite gestures. Because like I say, when you're in the Marines, they ain't saying please to you. Get the fuck over there. Dumb bitch. Get the fuck over there, you fucking idiot. Get the fuck over there. Like they're not saying please and thank you. Let me say, anything you did, anything that you're gonna do is gonna be wrong. All right. So just accept it. Anything you do is going to be wrong, even if you did it perfectly. Well, you did it perfectly. We'll do it again. All right. You will do not look for validation from those drill instructors because you will not do it properly. Okay. Just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Their job is to strip you of that validation and make you survive as an individual. I showed my girl pictures of a YouTube video of this dude. It wasn't Paris Island. It was the one in California. I forget the name of that one now because I was on Paris Island. But I showed a picture and I imitated it. I did it to my dad too when I got out of boot when I came back home, and I did it to him. I just show him what it's like. And like, because they just it's this video of this dude standing up in a room, and the motherfuckers come in and just start yelling at him, and then two other drill instructors start yelling at him. It's funny, after you've been through it, but when you're going through it, you are scared, son. So all the motherfuckers almost like, yeah, I beat my drill instructor up. I punched my drill instructor in the mouth. That motherfucker's lying his fucking ass off. That is industrial strength fear. All right. The motherfuckers have seen hundreds more before you got there. All right. So you're not going to beat them. All right. All right. I tell you, if you get hurt, ask to go to medical. All right. And they going to try to punk you out of it and all that shit. Don't pay that shit no attention. Say, I want to go to medical. They going to say, are you sure? Are you sure? They going to do all that shit, man. Their game is okay. More than that, their game is to keep you to keep you there, so they record look because here's the reality on it. You can't sign up to be a drill instructor. There are very few scenarios where that happens. So think about this shit. The recruiters and the drill instructors. Where do these two people come from? Have you ever given that thought? The recruiters and the drill instructors. Where do those two employment positions come from? Because if you go in there and try to look for a job in the fucking magazine, you ain't gonna find it. Think about that shit. You might find drill instructor maybe in some of them, but most times you're not gonna find that. Why is that? Really think, and okay, if you don't believe me, ask your drill instructor. I mean, well, you're not in. Yeah, ask your recruiter. I want to apply for your. Okay, matter of fact, here's a super fucking red pill bomb for the military world. Go in there and ask your recruiters and say, "I want your job," and watch how they respond. You want to know why they're gonna respond like that? Because usually, by the time somebody becomes a recruiter, they on their way of getting kicked out the military because for one reason or another they got fucked up and they on their way out. So ask them that and show them this video and tell them I told you. All right, go in there to that recruiter and go in there and look at with a straight face. I want your job. Oh, he could be, oh, well, it's not in here. It's not going to be in there. It's not going to be, because you know what? Because guess who cuts the grass at Paris Island? You think they hire a grass cutting company? No. They're going to bring in the motherfuckers that's getting that's failures getting kicked out. That's who's cutting the grass. Guess who's taking out the trash? Guess who's doing all that shit? Guess who's doing the military's dirty work? It's the motherfuckers that's getting ready to get kicked out. So guess who you can probably find some books where you can probably get a job as a recruiter or as a drill instructor or sergeant, would depend on where you are. But tell them, hey, you know what? I'm really interested in being a drill instructor. I would like this job. And they'll be like, no, because you can't sign. From what I remember, you can't sign up for that shit. You get assigned to that because the job you wanted. Either you fucked up or you fell into a wrong crowd of people and you end up looking like you was fucked up and they kick you out into that job. You don't sign up to be a fucking recruiter. But the good part is you can't go off the war and shit like that once you become a recruiter. They ain't gonna ship you off. AD, or no, I wasn't. George Wayne, no, I wasn't. I only had my associate's degree at the time, so I couldn't become an officer. I went in as an E2. But I knew a friend of mine, he had his bachelor's degree and he chose not to go in as an officer. He went in enlisted. A good friend of mine, I should just seen his Facebook post a few days ago. He has 2 kids now. I forget where he's living now, but he was a good friend of mine. See, I don't like name dropping, man, but a good friend of mine, they work on rockets down there in fucking Alabama. And he was just in a picture. I seen him on Facebook with his brother down there. And he got 2 kids. And I remember meeting his wife. His wife did that whole switcheroo. She was super nice at first and turned into a fucking cunt later on. Paris Island's for Marines. Yeah. Do you like Full Metal Jacket? Vitor Silva, I still haven't watched Metal Jacket. I still haven't watched it. I seen a clip where a dude shoots himself in the head or something like that. But I still haven't watched Full Metal Jacket. I always hear about it. Everybody always asks me. About the movie. Never seen it. Real talk, recruiters are the worst. Oh, Martell Simpson. Yeah, seriously. When you see a recruiter, say, I want to be. Tell them I want to be a recruiter, and even then, they'll still tell you what they think you want to hear to get you in this. Because their whole job is to recruit, and at that point, they have to do a good job. Because, like I said, man. I'm thinking of my recruiter. And the weird part was my recruiter, we grew up in the same town shit. He grew up out there at Northgate and he told me the whole story. He was real with me about it. That's how I know. All right. He was real about it. I met his parents. We grew up around a corner from each other. Because I remember we was on our way back from Columbus and his parents called and I heard him talk to his parents because like because I was older and we was roughly the same age. And I asked him a question after he got off the phone with his parents, and he gave me like this bullshit answer because, like I said, we both the same age. I could smell the bullshit, so I said, "Well, I'm going to say his nickname because you can't find it." Well, so I said, "Was that the Marine Corps answer or was that the Jimmy answer?" And he said, "That was the Marine Corps answer." And after that, he let me do whatever the fuck I wanted. I ain't never have to stay to work out. I ain't never have to stay for none of this shit. But he was cool. He was cool because we grew up. He grew up so close to me. We had to have played basketball when we were younger and just didn't even know it. We had to have. We came to the conclusion. He took me to his parents' house. I sat in his parents' house. I went to his grandparents' house. We hung out after that. We was cool because we had no idea how close we were. You know, that type of shit. Anyway, I gotta pee again, man. I'm gonna try to get through some more comments before I go pee. I sent you a Darcy 1 minute. Oh, word. Please react to it live. The rare breed there. Let me see, man. Yeah, let me see. Let me check my emails. Checking my emails. I've been on longer than an hour. Oh, here he is. Okay, here we are. 10:10. You sent it 20 minutes ago. I've been talking. I talked that long, man. It was 10 minutes ago you sent that.
We're doing a twin transformation.
Can y'all hear that? She has a diaper on.
Revisions to get more snatched for the wedding, a breast reduction, a Barbie nose, a lip lift, and new veneers. Hey, baby.
Oh, you see her teeth? This bitch got fucking jaw. Ooh, that's gross.
We're doing a twin transformation. Hey, trickled out. What you want? Some revisions to get more snatched for the wedding, a breast reduction, a Barbie nose, a lip lift, and new veneers. Hey, baby. You like my new teeth?
Oh, that's her new teeth? Oh, man, I got tears in my eyes. That shit hurt. Oh, man. That was rough. I want to watch it again. I can't stop. That's Darcy.
We're doing a twin transformation. Hey, trickled out. What you want? Some revisions to get more snatched for the wedding, a breast reduction, a Barbie nose, a lip lift, and new veneers. Hey, baby. You like my new teeth?
No, I don't like those new teeth. That's gross. Oh, man. That's sad. That's real sad. I'm Gary off here. I'm gonna give about 10 more minutes. I gotta pee. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes. Get y'all this view of the fucking light. Hey, y'all want to see something funny? Oh, it's 143. Y'all want to see something funny? I'm gonna show y'all something funny, right? I ain't tell y'all this shit, but some gangster shit happened about a week ago. Hold on, let me ask her. Hey, when did I lock myself in the bathroom? When did I lock myself in the bathroom? Was that last week? It was Sunday. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna show y'all what happened, right? In my bathroom. I'm gonna post a picture. Y'all see this? That's what happened. I ended up because I had a joke going and I locked myself in the bathroom on accident. I was stuck in this motherfucker, right? I was stuck in here. I was stuck. And I had to I was like, hey, I'm locked in. I can't get out. And I had to push on this motherfucker to get so the door is fucking ripped off. I got to buy another door. Let me go in this other room to show you the other half of it. Here's the other half of it right here. I locked myself on accident in the bathroom because I had a joke because me and my girl, we was watching Gemini, right? And so I had this joke going where I was like, you got to watch your six. And I would do this, right? I would go. like real fast all day. Like you gotta, because they said you gotta watch your six, and you know how them spy movies be. You always gotta watch your six, right? So like I was playing, so like she chased me to the bathroom. We was playing, and she chased me to the bathroom, and I was like, I'm watching my six, and I locked the door. And over here in Europe, it's always that fucking key, right? So I locked it with the key, and I went there and I peed. The door would come out. I was. So for the Marine recruit duty, essentially a former enforcement. Yeah, Deion Davis. Yeah, you in a sense, yeah. From what I understand, yeah. I was only in like 2 months, man, because I got kicked out because my back was fucked up. Deion Davis. You in the U.S. Navy and recruiters are the pinnacle. Oh wow, yeah, I don't know about the Navy. I have no idea what the Navy's like. But the Marine Corps is like the Marine Corps takes all the Navy's junk, essentially. That's what it is. But the Marines, they pride themselves off of working with junk. They pride themselves off of, you know, being tougher and all that, physically tougher and shit like that. I ain't like that. Hey, you're not gonna hear that shit from me, man. Because look, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Just for F-16 hydraulic systems at late 18 years passed quite well. I was refused because I was separated, like divorced. Never again. That's kind of awkward. Thank you for clarification because you had me concerned. He keeps himself window. What made you give up your freedom to move a chicken? Well, she doesn't live here. She doesn't. She still has her own flat. Some chicks time ever. Attacked by a mountain lion. So I'm gonna give it 9 minutes because I'm at 1 hour 21 minutes. Yeah, I locked myself in the bathroom, son. I was fucking shit. Is your beer over? Oh no, I still got it. It's about right here. Yeah, it's about right here. And I still got this little bit. But I don't drink. The only time I see, here's the thing, man. See, this is the thing with my family, man. Because I know my family thinks I'm an alcoholic. But here's the thing: I only drink when I'm around motherfuckers. So like, if I only sit up by myself all day, like it's a good chance I'm not gonna drink. But when you drink only when motherfuckers see you, they think you an alcoholic. Like that's just how it works, man. I just accepted it. Like fuck it. That's how it's go. That's how it's gonna happen. If a woman was locked up, oh she's yeah, man. Hey, yay, fam. Hey, here's the thing about this flat. Like everything in here looks old and it looks cheap, but like because okay, when I first locked myself in the bathroom, I didn't want to break the door because I thought I could punch through it. Hold on, let me show you what the door looked like for real. Because I thought I was gonna be able to punch through the door. Because I was telling her, like, I can punch through it, I just don't want to. Everything in this flat looks everything because I'm like right next to the front door. Everything in this flat looks like it's old and cheap, but for real, like this shit is like heavy as fucking solid. So here's what the door looks like on the outside, right? Like it's like some some cheap wood shit you can just punch through. No, fam. As soon as I gave it one hard push and I heard the echo, I was like, no, I can't. I ain't getting ready to punch through this shit. Look at it. This shit has some fucking. This ain't concrete. It's not the hardest shit, but it's hard, right? On top of this, I don't know if you can see if your depth perception is on the camera right here. But then you had these solid wood blocks, and on the other side, you had some more of that shit, some more insulation, and then another cover. I wasn't getting ready to punch through that. That wasn't gonna happen. Right? I tell you right now, hey, I could do some gangster shit, but I ain't that gangster. I ain't getting ready to punch through that. Not with my bare knuckles. I ain't getting ready to break my knuckles to punch through that shit. So I pushed it open and got it and broke it. Because if it was one of them American made doors, I fuck around and punch through it. But this shit, like you would think this shit is cheap, but no, like all this shit is like it's solid in this motherfucker. Doors gonna push back. How expensive are houses? I don't know. I never looked at the houses. at a house. One punch is no checkbox for separated. Only for married or single. 1980s sergeant from Tacoma. Damn. Ripped up my app. Damn. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Travis. Yeah. The football scene out here. People always asking about where can they watch the game. Yeah, that shit got real. I don't watch football or what we call soccer. I don't watch that shit. But motherfuckers, they always on them little Facebook groups asking where can I watch the game. Where is that? Even after speaking to my parents' dad wasn't. Damn, that's cool. How expensive? Oh yeah, we got to get out and watch. Check in the Euros. I don't know what that means. Europe engineering. A lot of buildings that are made solid concrete here. My walls are solid. Sucks bad screwing something. Oh yeah, man. My walls are like solid as fuck. Like you dare like what they say, Kyle. What's the American memes? Kyle punch through. You can't punch through these walls. You break your fucking hand trying to punch through these walls. Thinking it's some Fast and the Furious movie. Fuck around and break your damn fibula on this shit. Fuck around, do some Omni-Man shit. Oh, Euro is a soccer term. I didn't know that. Okay. If you change your name to Osher D, YouTube will help your channel a lot. See if you have at some point to watch the video. SEO. Oh yeah, you did send me that video, man. My bad. I didn't even see it. My bad. The Alpha says, do you like Fresh and Fit? I never watched it. Are you a lawyer? No, I'm not a lawyer. It's not coming home. Why don't they have granite houses in hurricane areas? I have no idea what that's about. Culture shock when I found out majority of homes in the U.S. are made from wood. Well, yeah, and they made from like this shit. Like a lot of the houses. No, okay, I had a friend of mine when I first started college. He was from Kentucky, and we went down to Kentucky to see his family. My girlfriend says she needs some space. What does that mean? The Alpha, don't talk to her anymore. If she says she needs some space, then leave her the fuck alone. She's okay. If she needs some space, she's dead to you. Just golf, do your own thing. Don't pay no attention. Do your own thing. She needs space. Bye. It is not your job to monitor when she wants space again. It is not your job to sit around and wait for her to get out because you gonna come off like you watching her. If your girlfriend says she wants space, all right, cool. Don't message her. Don't look at her Facebook. Unsubscribe from her Instagram. Don't look at her stories. All that shit. She's done. If she wants space, bye. All right, have space. See ya. If she wants, it's over. But Brandon Hollins, how do you get a girlfriend? Well, I told my girl because I think I either told you guys on here or on Patreon. I told hey, you get a girlfriend? Just be seen walking with a woman. That's how you get a girlfriend. Just be seen walking with a woman. Dude, Nier Automata was pretty good, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I just watched when they were finding out the Gestalt program in Nier Automata. By the way, is the motherfucker in here who I owe that Nier reincarnate to? Because the motherfucker, you gotta email me. Because if you did email me, I didn't get it. So email me again. But I owe Nier reincarnation to somebody. So I'm gonna send it to whoever the fuck emails me first and says they want it. All right, because it's been like 3 weeks now. So whoever wants Nier it's sitting over here. Let me grab it just to prove it. Whoever the fuck wants this shit on PS4 is Nier reincarnation. Whoever wants this, email me and let me know and tell me where to send it, and I'm gonna send it to you. All right. Nier reincarnation. Self-paid promotion. I paid for it because I bought the game. What's your thoughts on men who commit suicide to women leaving them? Man, Japan, they was completely lost from the start, man. And here's the thing. See, women don't care about men being lost. See, from a woman's mindset, man, you supposed to be man, so you supposed to have it together. It's woman's job to not have it together and need somebody to come rescue her and save her and all this shit like that. As a man, you supposed to have it together. All right. She ain't got no time to sit down and train you and help you build you up and all that. See that woman sit down and build. See that whole shit that music and media got motherfuckers believing in. Well, a woman's gonna sit down and build you up. Yeah, after she's fucked up, she's gonna do that. She ain't gonna do that shit in her right mind. She ain't got no time for that. Any collabs you thinking about? Oh, I emailed the Face LMS. Let me see. Did them Face LMS motherfuckers write me back? Probably not. I emailed them. Oh, Red Sings the Blues wrote me about an interview. He said, let's do July. Okay, I'm going to just send something real fast back. But I emailed them Face LMS motherfuckers, the Black Pill dudes. I ain't never hear back from them. I ain't hear back from them. Have people abroad ever wonder why you left the great USA to live in Eastern Europe? Where's the thing? Like Czech Republic is like technically like exactly Central Middle Europe. And like I said in the last year, like Czech Republic is and me and my girl talk about it, like Czech Republic is in a really weird place for multiple reasons. But why did I leave the USA to live in Eastern Europe? Live in Prague. Well, see here in Prague that there's its own community of people who come here, right? Now, most people, generally speaking, people aren't fucking stupid, so they know why most of the Americans would come here. It's not rocket science, okay? Most Americans would leave America because they probably fucked up in America, right? Now, it's clear for me that I didn't fuck up in America. I chose to come here. All right. And I try to make it very clear that look, like I'm not that motherfucker who fucked up in because like I said, when you go to another country, the first question on motherfuckers' mind is why did this motherfucker come here? They must be fucked up. They must be running from something. Now that's true. Now that's true for a lot of the population, but most of the population is gonna do it is usually gonna be women. All right. A lot of times the women come here to teach English and all that shit. And that kind of fed to the whole high turnover rate of English teachers here because women, and the reason why it is, like I say in my videos, the women in America, they get to watching Sex in the City and all this shit, thinking that there's going to be some Swiss banker here waiting on them to worship they fucking pussies like they did in America. And they get here and they see, oh, I got to compete with European women. You mean these European women know more than one language? Oh, I got to compete with this shit. And then American women, they run back to the United States because they get over here. They see, oh, this ain't Sex in the City. I ain't gonna have nobody worship me because I'm a fucking woman. Amy tell me these women actually have fashion sense. They know how to put on makeup. They know how to fucking dress well. They know how to, cook and shit. Oh my God. Oh, I can't keep up with this. I got to go out there. And the women, they every time you very rarely do you see an American woman come over here and stay. You see, back in America, you'll see a ton of women's desks. They'll be sitting up with fucking Italian flags and French flags and shit saying, oh, I remember when I was in Europe, and they sitting their ass back in America. Yeah. See, there's a reason for that. You see, woman is the most, I'm going to get off here in a minute. Woman is the most wanted thing on the planet. And I tell my girls all the time, because everybody can use an extra piece of pussy. That's why. A young woman can travel anywhere she wants to and sell. Because everybody can use an extra piece of pussy. Somebody will fly her out, pay for her hotel room, pay for her food, buy her clothes, buy her shoes. A woman, oh, she gets away with a shitload more than a man in her age group. She'll get away with much more. But the American women, they can't. They can get away with it. Usually until like the European man sees that American woman and sees what she's really about, and then usually he ain't got nothing else. Well, Darcy's first boyfriend on that show, her first boyfriend came from like Greece or something like that, and after he seen what she was about, like, he was out of there. He ain't fucking with that. Fuck that visa. I'm getting away from this crazy bitch. I'm getting me back over, get me back over across that pond. At least it's something, this crazy bitch is over here, but he got a better chance over here to deal with American whores. Them hoes is fucking crazy. YouTuber BGS? No, I never heard BGS. You never? Yeah. He was from Netherlands. Yeah. Best country for dark skinned folks. From my experience, never again. I would say go to Argentina, man. But the thing is, when you go to Argentina, it's that tip. I'm gonna get it off here in a minute. When you go to Argentina, it's that typical American shit. Meaning, when you go to Argentina, like, it's that American shit. You got to speak their language. They ain't gonna speak yours. All right. That's the only, because I was telling I said, me and my girl, we got in a conversation about this before I started this live stream. You go to South America as a black dude, oh, them girls will fucking worship you down there. Like legit. You fuck around and make it around. You get around, because I went down there to teach. And them little high schools, them girls will worship the ground you walk on because you're a black dude. See, in Europe, boasts not being racist, but they still kind of have a little bit of that superiority complex from the movies and shit. Whereas when you go to South America, it's nowhere near as hard. It's easier down there, but it's harder because you got to speak Spanish. All right, they ain't getting ready to speak English. You speak our language or you get the fuck out. Now over here in Europe, it still is over here. You'll definitely find areas where being black will be a benefit. But for the most part in Europe, if you're a black dude, either you're a celebrity or there's a good chance you're a criminal until further information is given. Like you can't just be normal over here. Because they not used, because okay, you gotta think, man, because over here in Europe, the closest country with black people is gonna be Africa. And the only thing they play on the news 24/7 is how brown people are robbing, stealing, killing, they being illegal immigrants, they doing this. So that gets put in people's head, just like how it was put in my head when I first came over here from Germany. And when I first heard German for that first time, I thought Hitler was coming back. All right. When I remember, I was on Lufthansa on the flight from fucking I was going to say New York, but I flew out of Chicago, and I flew out of Lufthansa back over here, back to Europe, and I heard German, like, openly, freely spoken, comfortably. Motherfucker, I thought Hitler was coming back. I never heard it because all media told me, all I heard from media is that if you hear German, that's Hitler. And it's the same thing over here. If you turn on, like, watch European news, the only time you're going to see a brown person is when they rob somebody, they kill somebody, or they trying to ride in on a boat, or they some illegal immigrant, they selling drugs. They ain't going to put black people on as law-abiding citizens that's chilling and paying their rent on time. And you know what I'm saying? And donating shit to orphan. They ain't going to show motherfuckers like me on there. You would never see me on a European news channel donating to orphanages to their own fucking kids. You ain't gonna see that. What you gonna see? You gonna see a Biba de Bob riding on a boat from a poor country coming to take all Europe's resources. That's all you gonna see, man. So that's all they know. But even then, like, a lot of people here, they ain't that dumb. Like, they know it. Some of the people here, like they know that's the reality. But see, that's a whole deeper topic, man. That's a whole nother topic. Hey, Thomas Cass, I'll see you, man. I'm gonna get off here, man. Hey, you guys have a good night, man. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go eat some dinner, man. Yeah. So have a good night. I'm gonna upload this on my Patreon. Y'all have a good night, man. Bye.